Glad to have you with us from Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. And the Pirates will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USF Bulls offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Michael Van Buren. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Rush right in his face. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Williams. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got it behind the line. It's Sullivan. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. Drops back. It's Van Buren trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Sullivan. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Trying to pick up a first down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. They go to the wide receiver screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The screen, he's got wheels, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down. Him up at the 45-yard line.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Throws for the tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Inside the 40. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Across the 25. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now, offense finally strikes. Gets something going. Gets down here on the fringe, too, inside the 30. Capitalizes on it. Gets a touchdown. And we got our first score of the football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He's loose. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls. Extra point here will tie the game. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Bulls have taken it inside the 20. To the air, it's Van Buren. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his man. He breaks a tackle. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Blue 22.
Some misdirection with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Drives inside. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
Third down from the gun. Williams unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
The sure hands, it's Sullivan. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. They'll give it on the counter.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren, keeping his eyes downfield. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Williams to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Williams from the gun on third down. Under pressure. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Pirates will punt it away on fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. To the air, it's Van Buren. On target. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Bulls decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Williams fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him. Return on the interception.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for an alley. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Number 41, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with the Pirates head coach. He has really challenged his team coming out of the locker room. At 2-2 in the conference play, they are really with their backs against the wall. The team they're playing today is a much better team, but they feel like they can get back in this game here at home. He said, we have to make a stand. Our season may be on the line right now. It is make it or break it. He wants that level of urgency here to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
Looking for a crease. It's Isaac. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keep it on the ground. Makes one man miss. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Bulls will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Left side is Isaac. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Florida. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle. It's Hamlet. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. A strike downfield. Turning it on. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide left, it's Odom. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He smashes his way through again. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Bulls. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Pirates sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Quick give. It's Allen. Down he goes.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Left side is Allen. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Pirates have this offense rolling. The give to the lone running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Sells to fake. Right side, it's Gray. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught on the RPO. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Pirates line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. It's Isaac. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. It's all over but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Catches it at the 30. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's great.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out wide left, it's Hamlet. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw one first. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
27, East Carolina, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The keeper on the option. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's got it on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. A great catch and run for 6.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Odom. Racing to the right. Past the 30. He's at the... and he scores! Touchdown, USF!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Look out! And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense, because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Finds his target. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Drops back on first down. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Got four receivers spread across the field, three on the right on 2nd and 4. Wants to pass. Finds his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Pirates, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone, because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, ECU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Straight ahead, it's Isaac. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
Pulls it. Quick toss. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bulls. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out wide right, it's Hamlet. Running free, getting his offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
2nd and long here. It's Williams again. Throws to the tight end. Grabs it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throwing, Williams. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Runs through the tackle. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee.